Alright, welcome to another edition of JTJU, where we all try to be just a little better at the game of Clash of Clans. In this episode 4.3, we're actually doing a new format, the Mulligan format. In this mode, we will actually take a battle that's within the clan that are of equal level to me that didn't work out. Something went wrong, and then we call for the Mulligan. We basically replay the battle exactly with the same army mix and spells as the prior clasher and see, with a little bit of planning, if we can pull out a better result. So with that said, let's first take a look at the missed shot, the Mulligan. Woob, take it away. So here's Woob, Wooby, 39er in our clan is who I'm referring to. He's the Mulligan caller. And as you can see, he was able to get 1 star only, on the clan here, or the clasher here, Last Samurai, and God knows what that name is. But it was basically a hog attack, a mixed giant hog attack that he did. But instead of me telling you about it, let's just run through it and kind of look at what happened to Woob and maybe see if we can see some opportunities for us to do a little better. So I'll put it at 2 times speed. So he opens up with pretty much the normal, trying to get the giants in, but he's running it. Notice how he's running it right into a broadside there. There's like 5 or 6 elements that are actually firing on his troops as he's trying to come in. And it's definitely not working out for him. Because all he's trying to do is trigger the clan castle and also get the distraction force in for the hogs. So he finally launches the hogs in, but never actually killed the king. And then see how his king comes up north, banging away. That's in the queen. Not really having much impact on the hogs, who are now at this point pretty much dead. Well, Woob, yeah. I don't know what to tell you there, buddy. There's a couple opportunities. I mean, as you look at it, let's look at the map itself on this guy. If we go to the war map and actually check out Mr. 3 here. So here's his base, right? And you saw Wooby trying to come in kind of down with this archer tower, if I highlight that. And the problem with that is, like I said, the broadside he's getting from this expo and the other expo. So both expos have the opportunity to fire on him at the same time. Not to mention, this archer tower's in range, this cannon's in range, that archer tower's in range, that wizard tower's in range. I think there were Teslas over here. I could be wrong. Over here by this elixir storage. But anyway, my first thought would be is that his angle of attack is where he's trying to penetrate. It's probably not the best. You want to put you want to slam in the giants somewhere where there's a lot of action going on, but he kind of trickled them in. So if I were to go actually into this spot, I would get them in quicker. He also sent in the wall breakers right away. He didn't have any meat shield in front of him, so we probably would want to do that. The other thing, I don't know if you guys noticed when he actually did his attack, is he only did 2 heals, so we'll have to limit ourselves to 2 heals to that. He has a king and a queen, but my king and queen are a little higher level, so I'll handicap myself and only use my queen, or maybe my king. Or I think I'll only use my queen in this one to try to handicap that down. But everything else will be the same, and your mix will be the same. But only 2 heals. That means that we're really going to have to find a way to help really get a lot of value out of the heal spells, and also maybe do some distraction beyond the initial giant push, that's its role, is to take a lot of fire while the hogs go in. And that's about it. So let's see what kind of plan we can come up with those few thoughts in mind. Here, let's switch over. So here's the plan. You can see we do a lot of what he did before. We changed the angle though. See how we're down at A here for our initial push. We're going to trigger from A. Rule of thumb is for clan castle, you can go at a diagonal. You can go 2 units over, and you got to get inside the wall. And since his is offset a little bit, will be within the circle. But anyway, get the 2 in there. Draw the clan castle out, and then also should trigger the queen because if you do it on the right rotation. She's up here. So if she's right here, she'll pick this up as she walks around. While that's happening, we can go up at B and drop a wall breaker when the king's rotated over, and that'll trigger him. So then we've got king, queen, and clan castle all triggered, and we'll drag him down, which, you know, Woob didn't do. If you remember, his king was still running around. He kind of had a problem getting killed off. So we'll get that over to D, because that's where we really want to go in. So we're going to get the kill zone lined up with our push in, so that anything left from the kill can go in on that same line. So we'll go in on D, because if you look, unlike where Woob was trying to push in, this is a little less populated, but it does have a little bit of area that can be firing on those giants. I think there's a Tesla here, so we'll drop initially one archer here, this is step C, to trigger that Tesla to confirm, so that when we drop archers from here, they'll pad this way, not over here. So we'll do that. We'll get everybody to drag over to this point, at which point we'll circle kill him. And, you know, since it's size 20, it could be a drag, so we'll have in our T-Duck team both archers for a dragon, or wizards in case it's like a light unit type mix of a bunch of archers. Wizards are better for that. And we'll just use one or the other, and just go from there. And of course, not forgetting to do the distraction giant, which comes out right before we do the kill right here, so we don't have them firing us while we're firing on them. So once that's done, though, the kill's done, then we'll release the remaining giants in our squad. We're moving into the attack team now. Remaining giants into this area, pulsing wall breakers in 2 at a time. That should get us into this zone, which would be nice, because this guy right here, this wizard tower, could do a lot of damage to grouped hogs and is in range of this. So hopefully they'll be running around, getting a lot of traffic, taking the fire from this thing. That's our primary concern. The other thing Woob didn't do is, you really want to be, the thing you mostly want to be engaging is area of effect defenses with your hog rush. So if he would have pushed more here than here, he might have done a little better as well, but this is a much better angle. So once we get the giants in there in the mix, drawing fire, then we can release our hogs at E. This is the pathing they'll kind of run around. We'll also at the same time release the clan castle hogs at B. Trying to get this whiz tower down is what we're trying to do. And then we'll drop a heal so they both can benefit from it as they come into that whiz tower where they'll be taking the damage. Now that we will then let that group of hogs run amok, right? They'll run all the way to here, but when we get to here, they're going to be pretty weakened up, right? If they're alive at all. And so we'll actually help them out. We're going to, once they get up to the round here, we're going to do another distraction play. We're going to drop all our remaining wizards from our T-Duck team, or whatever's left from our T-Duck team, wham, we're going to throw it all out here. Everything left drops right now. And we're doing that so this group of stuff will be firing on them instead of the hogs that'll come in and take them out. And then we just kind of pause and wait to see if we get lucky. So now let's flip to our attack and see how that went. Alright, here's our attack. Replaying what Woob did. Let's jap it up to 2 here. So you can see we do our trigger first. Everything's going fine. No clan castle troops are actually available, so that's kind of interesting. This clan's kind of asleep at the wheel. But you can see we triggered both king and queen. We're going to drag them down to where we said. We're ant-trailed that one archer in, popped that Tesla that we thought was there. Now we're ant-trailing distraction giants down, then there's the kill teams down. Take out the 2 main units, and now we're pulsing in the giants into the hole. They don't go into the whiz tower like we want, but as you watch the hogs come in, they actually do distract the whiz tower down on the low side, so that's good, allowing them to get in tight and not take too much damage. And then we're rotating around the horn and just kind of watching to see what happens. And then we drop the distraction team. It's a little bit not the same path that we expected, so we could go back and analyze that a little bit. But the distraction team did what we wanted. See how it kept that one hog or a couple hogs alive from the top, and now they're... Oh, he died too. Yeah, but they're running around and doing their thing. And then we'll just kind of clean up from there, I think. Let's try our 4. Yep. So a little bit better results. So, I mean, this is a case in point of why we do the mulligans. Is to kind of show you with an army, same spells, same army, same level, actually handicapped a little bit, didn't have a king, just had a queen, that it can actually do a lot better if you think about the attack pass a little bit more before the attacks. So, with that said, everybody good luck in your next coming wars, and until then, clash on.